out to Blueface. Thank you for being with All Urban Central today.
All Urban Central. Yeah, hey.
You mentioned Draco. What was it like being locked up with Draco the Ruler in juvenile hall as teenagers?
That shit was fun. That was like,
It was fun.
it was fun. Like, it sounded weird because where we was at, we was in a shit called placement. When you're a juvenile and you get locked up, but they can't just release you if you're a juvenile. You got to have a parent or a guardian. But where we was at kind of was like a placement / foster. It was where all the kids, where their parents didn't want them. Like, nah, I don't want to take them back yet. Keep them. So they'll send us there. And he was over there. But he was the baby out of our group. Because it was like, and I was the second youngest. And then we're like, you know, it was a lot of Bloods, Crips, and we would always beat on the table and rap and shit, but he was quiet as fuck. He never rapped. I swear to God. That's why when I seen him took off, I'm like, what the fuck? That's Daryl. I know him. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did y'all reconnect on the music tip? Because Lil Boosie has a few million on YouTube.
Yeah, Lil Boosie. What's crazy was we reconnected before any of us took off. When I was still trying to do it and he was still trying to do it, I was hanging out a lot in Carson, California, and there was this DJ. He's like, man, this guy's he's the future. He was telling me that in 2011, 2012. He's like, this guy's the future. He makes some shit called nervous music. This Filipino DJ, and I was like, what? I was like, let me hear it. And then I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep 100. I wasn't feeling it because I wasn't used to it until I seen the picture. I seen the picture with holding a lean cup on like his old ass shit, and it was Draco. And I was like, what the fuck? I know him. That's Daryl. So he reconnected us, that DJ. And then after that, I kept getting locked up. Draco kept getting locked up. And then when Draco got out this time, we reconnected it. Yeah.
Like, just talking about the system being corrupt, like, Draco is someone that really went through.
He went through worse. Yeah. Mine was just a gun case. They were trying to send me back to prison. His was, they were trying to do him dirty, like worse than Lil Boosie. That's why he made that song.
Yeah. How were you able to, like, were you there for him through it, you know?
Yeah, I did like a lot of interviews where I kept his name alive. I shouted him out and shit. That's why he posted a few times on Twitter and shit. He's like, that's my nigga Alex, you know. Like a lot of people turned their back on me, but you know he shed light on my situation and yeah, and I did a little part.
That was beautiful. What was the best memory from that Lil Boosie music video shoot?
The whole night, it was fun. The whole night, yeah, he was there. The whole night. We were shooting dice and shit. I had my homies was drunk. His homies know how to behave, but my homies was out of line. I had to, you know, stop them. But it was fun. It was a night to remember because we didn't really plan nothing. We just booked some spot, got together, got some females, and all that shit came right. Like everything came right, naturally.
Did you know that song was gonna do what it did?
I felt like it was gonna blow, and I felt like when me and Draco finally dropped something, I felt like it was gonna be good. But it came out better than I expected. Like the visuals, the song, the beat, everything. It was just so perfect.
Yeah. Talk about having him on your new project and what that means too.
That's a golden verse right there. Like I feel like damn, like me and him was gonna do some more shit for sure. But that verse, I like that verse on that song because it's like, you know, number one is unheard, like unreleased, nobody heard it, and then number two, it just feel like it's kind of on the same vibe, like as Lil Boosie. You feel me?
Okay.
So that's cool.
Yeah, man, we'll just want to touch on this real quick because, like, how devastated were you hearing the news and, like, just being from, you know, Southern California, like, yeah, that was just tragic for everyone. How did you?
Yeah, that shit fucked me up. Like knowing him, like before he did music, and knowing that he was really a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everyone was just taking shots. I guess, you know, when you reach that level and you're at the top, everyone just gonna throw rocks at you. You feel me? And seeing him, and he don't even gangbang. He do not gangbang.
Really?
Yeah, he does not. Draco does not gangbang at all. Like I could say that because when I was locked up with him, he wasn't banging either. And that's the age where you're in your prime, like teenage. Like you gotta bang. But it's crazy seeing how much influence he had for the whole fucking LA, the whole West. You know what I'm saying? And not being a gang member, and all these gang members taking shots at him, like worried about him. That's how much influence he had. But I was devastated when I found out the news. I was like, damn, like he was our like our new voice. You feel me? Whether people like it or not, he did a lot of shit. Like he was coming up and shit like big.
Obviously, do you feel like that stemmed from the situation of him calling Englewood weird?
Yeah, I feel like it backfired on him because I feel like he was ready for whatever, but I don't know if his surroundings was ready for whatever, because he was standing on everything. That's that's a stand-up guy right there, for sure.